Wine collapsed onto the couch, letting out a dramatic groan as she kicked off her heels. After reaching her home, her shoulders slumped under the visible weight of the endless tasks her job demanded. The day had been practically brutal. Her boss had been on her case for hours. Her coworkers were no help, and the coffee machine had the audacity to break down mid-afternoon. Jungkook, her husband of 3 months, looked up from the book he was reading. His sharp, sliced features softened slightly, his dark eyes scanning her with quiet concern. It was the picture of calm, so perfectly composed. And Jungkook, tough day? He set his book aside, Wine threw her arm over her eyes. Wine. Tough doesn't even begin to describe. My boss is impossible. She micromanages everything, like every tiny detail. And don't even get me started on my coworkers. They are a circus. Jungkook. Circus? He tilted his head, his lips curving into a faintest hint of smile. Wine. Clowns. She clarified bitterly, sitting up to glare. Wine. Every single one of them. Do you know how many times I had to redo the same report today because someone forgot to send me the updated data? Then I get blamed for missing the deadline. I swear, I'm this close to quitting. Jungkook, then quit the job, Wine. You don't have to suffer. Wine. I don't have a choice. I pay the bills. Jungkook, what bills are you paying behind my back? Why? Oh, well, the kind that keeps me busy. I'll complain and cry all the time about my job, but at least it keeps me distracted. Jungkook hummed thoughtfully, his expression unreadable. Then, to her surprise, he reached for his phone and started typing something. Ryan, what would you like for dinner tonight? Jungkook, I told the maids already. Come on, rest a little, then we'll do the dinner. Ryan, thank you. You were the best. He stood off his couch, placed the book down. He was still wearing his glasses, looking as charming and breathtaking as ever. 3 months had passed, but every time he is close to her, her heart starts beating crazily like a teenage. He sat beside her, removing her heels, and brushed his fingers through her hair. And Jungkook, don't go around taking stress with that beautiful face. We can always arrange other things to keep you busy. Fine, I've tried them. 3 to 4 months, and then I'll be bored all over again. And Jungkook, that's what you want? He softly gazed her head, trying to ease her stress. Apparently, it was working. The way she rested her head against his chest with closed eyes was a proof of that. Somehow she ended up sleeping there. Jungkook didn't wake her up for dinner either, wanting her to fulfill her sleep for another tough day. The next morning, Wine walked into her office building, bracing herself for another tough day. Still, she looked as professional and as elegant as ever. But something felt off. There was a strange buzz of excitement among the clowns. She met co-workers, whispers flying back and forth as people exchanged looks. Wine, what's going on? She asked one of her colleagues. Co-worker, didn't you hear? The company's being bought. Her eyes widened with excitement. Co-worker, apparently the new owner is crazy rich guy, like billionaire rich, and he's next level kind of handsome. The one you find in fairy tales. She squealed. Ryan's stomach flipped uneasily. A buyout? What did that mean for her job? She hurried to her desk, only to find her boss waiting for her in with a nervous expression. Her boss gestured her to follow into a conference room where the rest of the team was already gathered, and there, standing at the head of the table, was Jungkook. One's jaw nearly hit the floor. He was dressed in a sleek black suit, his tie perfectly knotted, looking exactly like he did before he left for his work, his posture commanding. He looked every bit the powerful CEO she had always known he was, but seeing him here in her office was something else entirely. Jungkook, good morning. He greeted the room, his deep voice smooth and authoritative. Jungkook, as you've all heard, I'm the new owner of this company. Effective immediately, there will be some changes. Her boss shifted nervously in her seat, her usual arrogance nowhere to be seen. Wine almost laughed out and embarrassed herself. It was a dream. Maybe she didn't wake up yet after yesterday's stressful time. How could he be her CEO? Jungkook's gaze flipped to Wine, his eyes warming slightly when they met hers. Jungkook, for starters, I believe in the recognizing work and talent. To that end, I've decided to promote Wine to the department head. The room seemed to agree with the decision, knowing how hardworking Wine was, but she was quiet, shocked, and speechless. Jungkook, and for the management style around her, I expect a supportive and collaborative environment. No micromanaging, no finger pointing. Am I clear? Her boss bailed, nodding quickly. Jungkook's attention returned to Wine, a faint smirk playing at its lips. Jungkook, Wine, I trust you'll let me know if anything, or anyone, becomes a problem. She could barely process what was happening, but she managed to shake it not. The meeting ended shortly after, and the room emptied. Wine approached Jungkook, her mind racing. Wine, what did you do? Her voice was low, almost a whisper. Jungkook, I solved your problem. I looked at her innocently. Wine, by buying the entire company? Jungkook, you said your job was tough. You fought back. Now it won't be. Wine, normal people don't buy companies when their partners complain about work. Jungkook, are you saying I'm not normal? I'm still your husband though. She still had no idea how to react. It was not a normal situation at all. Like, who does that? Jungkook, now you can make your own rules, fix the laundry here. You won't be bored and you won't have a boss pointing at you everything, every little task. And all I want in return is a kiss. Ryan kissed him, without wasting a breath. She cupped his cheeks and almost squishing them as she kissed him, standing on her tiptoes. Jungkook sighed in relief in between as he kissed her back, holding her waist, locking her hand in his hair. If it was to get his reward after his every action, he was ready to move mountains for her. She was his wife after all. Everything he could do, he was going to do it for her.